Hello everyone, welcome back to Legend of Zelda Linkle of the Wild, where we are in Jabei's Shrine. Chica Slate Authenticated, Distilling Rune. So this is once again a mod of Breath of the Wild that allows us to play as Linkle instead of Link. And I have a dialogue, it's actually like a separate mod called the Linkle project, and it allows you to like change the dialogue so that all the dialogue refers to Linkle. Apparently they're like two separate projects. That's what I'm gathering from the Discord channel. So it seems like they'd just be the same thing, but whatever. Anyway, let's see. Bomb. Boom. Okay, that's fun. Maybe we shouldn't be allowed to have bombs, though. I think these seem a little fun for me to handle. Seriously, Linkle is a little destructive. Also, I already knew this was a claymore. I've done this like 5 times now. Just trying to record this. And so if there's one thing that Linkle doesn't have an interest in, it's using gigantic two-handed weapons like this. Bye-bye. I'd rather have the club. Let's go up here now. Oh dear. I don't think a round bomb's gonna work here. Oh, I just rolled right off. I think I had square bombs. Whee! I wonder if this will fling me. Whee! Ooh! Amber, cool. Do I need that ball? I don't think so. Ooh. I think I'm gonna need round bombs here. Nice! I think I figured out how to do that every time now. The 3rd time in a row I've managed to do that. I never used to be able to do that before, so I'm pretty excited. I just gotta wait for it to go far enough. Touch! This place, yada 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 yada, we all know this. I'm not gonna bother sitting here and reading each of the shrine things. Now I'll basically say the same thing at this point. Omnivorous monsters enjoy not only meat and fish, but also fresh fruit. Omnivorous? Omnivorous? Carnivorous? Probably omnivorous, because carnivorous. Boom! I would seriously love it though if the Linkle project just added in like they replaced all of the like swords with like different crossbows that work similar to like Hyrule Warriors, where they're not actually ranged weapons, you know? Like you still get your ranged bows and stuff, but the crossbows all work as like all act like the swords and stuff would. I wonder if that's something that they're gonna do with the Linkle project or not. I don't know. I didn't even know they were like I knew they were separate mods, but I didn't know that they were like that separate. Like they were whole different projects. I just figured, oh well, maybe one day the person making the Linkle mod will add in the dialogue mod. But no, apparently that's the Linkle project. It's like its own separate like mod. So was kind of surprising, but kind of cool at the same time. It was like, okay. I don't know why these are separate, but I can kind of understand to a degree, but not really. Like, what if somebody wants to play as Linkle, but wants the original experience of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, whereas the Linkle project is going to be a complete, like, revamp of how Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild even plays, you know? I see some bokoblins up here. Is that a beehive? I have an idea. I wonder if I can knock that hive down and use it to kill the bokoblins. Whoa. Well, I guess they're coming after me now. Because they realized that I was the cause of the bees. That one's not even paying attention to the bees anymore. I missed. Okay, they're not gonna come after me. So if I can get any honey though. Nice! I got some honey. Let's take the bow. And let's open these crates. Acorn, apple, some arrows, just some miscellaneous items. I get down. Got some wood. Not sure if I need this wood for anything, but hey, I guess I can use it to make campfires. I do have some fire arrows after all. Deforestation caused by Linkle. And here we thought Linkle was the hero, or heroine, all this time. And yet, deforestation caused by Linkle. Is that somebody's house up there? I wonder if it's the old man's house. He's the only person I've seen around here after all. He certainly gets around though. I'm gonna take these mushrooms that are growing here. Hi, old man. Oh, fancy that. So we meet again. What are you doing? Body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. If you're hungry, I have an empty pot you can use to cook yourself a meal. Okay, thank you. Are you tired? You may use my bed if you need to rest a bit. Like a fireside nap, sleeping in a proper bed should help really rejuvenate you. Really? Alright, well, I'll give it a shot. Didn't know that sleeping in his bed did anything special. Time to rest. So is it going to give me like one extra heart or something? Or does it just heal me? I think it just healed me up is what it's saying. Sleeping in a proper bed heals you up. Oh, what are these? Spicy peppers. Yeah, they are definitely spicy. Oh, it's the old man's diary. So I'm reading it in her voice because she's the one reading it. So, on this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy warm doublet. I don't actually know if it's doublet or doublé, so I'm going to say both. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. Though it contained raw meat and spicy pepper, however, simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I only have my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. I think I know what it is. Because it was seafood, right? So, wouldn't that just mean that it's fish? Probably just any kind of fish, but I do have a Hyrule bass. And meat. Yay! That worked. This looks like what he was saying. Let's go find the old man. Here he is. Oh, he's chopping down a tree. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a tree stump, I guess. Thought maybe there might be a Korok involved there, but I'm not seeing one. Hi, old man. How's your shrine exploration going? What are you doing? Well, this tree here might make for some good firewood. However, getting a tree to fall exactly where you want is quite an art. Trick is to turn your hips so they face where you want the tree to land. So, I see you found my axe. Why not help me out and give it a few swings? I'm working up quite a sweat here, but these bones could use a break. Okay. There you go. Whoops. Did you want more trees? I can cut all of them down if you need me to. How many did you need, by the way? Oh, I see you did my work for me. Wonderful. Go ahead and take some of that wood for yourself. Don't be shy now. Okay. I'll go do that. I'm actually just waiting for him to get to the house because I can't talk about the spicy meat and seafood fry until he does. So I'm giving off the impression that Linkle has forgotten about the spicy meat and seafood fry because of the wood situation. Oh wait! Oh man! I think I discovered your recipe, by the way. If I'm moved by any wild culinary inspirations, feel free to cook yourself a meal using my pot over there. I cooked you something. See? Wait, is that... That was like my signature perfect dish, spicy meat and seafood fry. But how did you... Well, I suppose that's not important. Could I trouble you to share the recipe? Yes, it was Hyrule bass. That was the missing ingredient. Ah, of course, Hyrule bass. How could I have forgotten? I mean, it's in the name. It's seafood. Hold on. Now please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this one doublet. With that, you'll be able to resist the bite of colder environments. As for me, I know a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe. So I can do without that warm doublet. Again, I have no idea which it is, so that's why I'm just saying both. Yeah, this is actually really warm. Maybe a little too warm for this area. Oh well, looks like I need to go up this mountain, so it's probably gonna get cold. This looks like a nice big tree. Suddenly a yawn. Sorry. I wonder if I can just knock it down and use it as a bridge, maybe? He said align my hips to the direction I want it to fall. So maybe like this? Yay! That worked. I see some bad guys. Boom! Well, oh well. I guess the spear fell off the edge. Oh, what's this? This looks like something I can blow up. Bombs! I like just throwing bombs. Fire arrows. Cool. Those will come in handy. I do have a pretty good supply of them though. It's a good thing I found all those fire arrows. And ice arrows. And even several regular arrows. Yeah, I'm referring to the fact that I gave myself 100 of each once I had access. Well, I didn't give myself 100 of each. I just set them to 100 each. Yay for apples! I have food. I don't really need it right now, though. So one thing I have discovered, apparently the climbing gear that we get later on can cause crashes. I was actually having a lot of crashes in my original run, and looking back at the original run, every one of the crashes was whenever I had the climbing gear equipped. And I was asking on the Discord modding server, I'm like, I keep getting these random crashes whenever I'm using like runes, sometimes when I'm using runes and such. But it's only sometimes. They're like, are you using the climbing gear? I was like, yeah, I do have the climbing gear on occasion because, you know, it's faster to climb with. They're like, yeah, we don't know why yet, but that can cause crashes. So maybe we won't be getting the climbing gear. I might collect it just because they're shrines and just to show them off to you. But I will probably avoid using them if possible. Or at least the climbing. I assume that by climbing gear they mean the actual item climbing gear and not like the climbing bandana and such. Because I wasn't having issues. It was only when I had the tunic equipped. The actual item climbing gear. So, oh my god, this is so much faster to climb. It feels so weird being able to play this at a like good frame rate now. So, because I just got used to playing it at 20 FPS for so long because it was like, yeah, no, this is the way it is. It's currently running at only 4 gigs of memory too, which is pretty surprising because earlier it was set at 8 gigs of memory, but now it's only down to 4. And it's running at 4 gigs of memory, but yet it's running better than it was before. Like, it was seriously running at 20 FPS, but running at like almost 6 gigs of memory. And now it's just running at freaking 3,774. So, right around 4 gigs of memory. So, kind of annoying. It's getting a little chilly up here. It's a good thing I have this on. Here's another shrine, though. Oh, a dame shrine, huh? Oh, a dame shrine, as I like to say. Yeah, it's a pun. I feel like it's meant to be, though. This is interesting. I wonder what rune I'll get here. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune. Gee, it's almost like the ancient Sheikah knew that Linkle was gonna be here when the calamity struck 1,000 years later. Or 10,000 years later, rather. Rune extracted. It's really interesting to think. It really makes you wonder what the Sheikah did and didn't know. Like, they invented all this stuff. Well, that's pretty cool. I can just freeze things. That was close. Probably should have tried freezing the rock, but oh well. Whoa! That was also close. Didn't expect that to just drop on top of my head there. Traveler's shield. And I'm gonna need to drop something. My axe, just because it's almost broken. Iron sledgehammer, huh? I wonder if I freeze this. And I do this. Bing! Well, it kind of worked at first. And it didn't, but then it did. How about that? Alright. Time to wake up the Sheikah. Spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. Alright. This is way more fun. Playing it without it being at 20 FPS. We are getting more load times than before though. Which is really interesting. There's a rock here. I see a chest. I bet I can do this. Just like I just learned. Go! I hope nobody's down there! I hope that didn't hit anybody. Ooh, a bow. But I already have that bow. And several others like it. I get rid of one of these poker bows though. They're not very good. Traveler's bow. What is my phone going off about now? Nothing important. Nothing at all that's important. Sorry, I just tend to like to check my phone just to be sure, because sometimes I get important texts, sometimes I don't. And this was definitely one of those cases where I definitely did not. It's literally just Twitter going off, like usual. But all of my notifications are the same sound because for some odd reason, no matter what I do, I can't seem to get it to change. So, I'll end up being the same. Up we go. Oh, it's getting colder. I think it's a good thing that I put on this warm doublet. Because it's certainly getting colder up here. Oh, it's a lot colder. I shouldn't have this giant metal hammer on me. Well, at least there's probably nothing up here, right? Because it's too cold? It's probably just too cold for any monsters or anything, which is good. Well, I thought so anyway. I see bokoblins. What if I can drop a rock on them? Let's find out. Let's try dropping this one. That didn't even do anything. Maybe this one will do something? Or maybe I've already mucked it up. Oh no! Well, I fell down and I died. Depending on the height, you may take damage or even die when you fall. Be cautious out there walking near cliff edges. I noticed. I don't think I died from the fall though. I feel like I died from like hitting the rock, like bouncing off it or something. It was very strange. You know what? Boom! Oops, I blew up the treasure chest. Oh well. Guess there's nothing important then. Oh, wait, no, I think it's right there. Ow! That definitely hurt. This might be a different treasure chest, but I feel like this was not in this spot before. I don't know. I feel like it definitely blew it up. It was definitely a wood chest, so I feel like I blew up the treasure chest. I don't need the flaming Boko clubs. I've already got enough of them. Well, not flaming ones anyway, but, you know, Boko clubs. Ugh, yawning, sorry. Keep having to yawn on occasion. Well, hi there. Ow, my shield. Ow. Wow. So much death. Also, I watched in the memory editor as my equipped weapons went down to just the traveler's bow when I died. And I actually dropped the club and the shield from dying. At least these fire arrows work pretty well. All this for a chest? Well, it wasn't. It was some amber, so I guess it's good. We will need some amber later on, so it's fine. Also, excuse me, sorry. That was a hiccup. But also, excuse me on hiccups, but I don't think hiccups are something that most people find indecent, considering they just randomly happen. But so does burps, so I don't know why that's really considered indecent, so I don't know. Alright, we're almost to the shrine. I think I'll end the episode when we get there. There's the shrine. So that mountain is not very tall. When I was doing this before, and it was only running at like 30 FPS, I was climbing Gerudo Plateau, and it went all the way up to a height of 860 or something like that in the Y value. And this mountain so far has been like 339 maximum. So, but then I didn't actually climb up to the top of that. But still, it's definitely not as high as the Gerudo Plateau. That over there is definitely the highest point in Hyrule that I found so far. Whoa. Boulders. That didn't work very well. Whoops. There we go. I had to pick up another Boko club since I lost my sword. And we're going to pick up seared steak because it's there. This should be the last shrine. There's a chest out there. Looks cold though. Alright. Here we go. K Namut Shrine. And I think this is a good spot to end the episode off at. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Check the link, or just check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. And I'll see you all next time. See you later.